Hello and welcome to the Miss Canada Globe Productions official YouTube page. My name is Maya Santana Pilar and I am your host for today's topic. So I'm doing this video because, as you know, there have been things that had came back to our office regarding some important issues, and I would like to address this because it's about fair for us to actually speak about this very important matter. So I'm here to talk about the Sisterhood Mentor Program. So what is this program, the Sisterhood Mentor Program? Miss Canada Globe national title holders and regional title holders has a very important element in their contract, which is called mentorhood. And we believe at Miss Canada Globe Productions that our title holders should recruit girls and mentor them for the following year. And why is that important? Because it's all about leadership. We think that in order to be a good title holder, the best way to actually share their experiences as title holders of MCGP is to pass what they've learned from their experiences being in the regional and national competition to the most important part of actually competing in the national pageant. So our national title holders and regional title holders are required to recruit and form a team that they would be able to mentor for the following year, and that they are able to share their experiences to the new delegates that are actually entering the competition, our national pageant. That's very important because, you know, other girls that have gone through other pageants, they don't seem to realize how much work and dedication that you have to put through going to a national competition. And so our title holders itself will be responsible for that, to make sure that they are preparing the girls that they've recruited to enter the pageant by giving them important advice on what to prepare for the national competition. So with that saying itself, we are not basically telling our girls that you have to recruit because of from our own benefit. We're basically telling them that you have to recruit so that you can mentor girls and be able to learn the skill of leadership and be an important mentor for the girls that they choose to recruit and join the pageant. And with the Sisterhood Mentor Program, our title holders not only gain the skills of being a leader, but they are also able to learn a lot about themselves because they're able to show other girls that being a leader, you need to be a good person, be a good follower. And to be a good role model, you have to be a good follower as well. So with that being said, they're able to get the leadership skills that they would need by actually teaching the girls that they choose to enter the pageant. Another benefit of the Sisterhood Mentor Program is that our girls, our national title holders and regional title holders, once they recruit girls in the pageant and they are actually in the pageant system, they also earn extra money. So they get a commission. And that is actually a big help for a lot of our girls who are in school or who needed extra money for their own personal use. So they earn that So it should never be called a pyramid scheme, because a pyramid scheme, the person that benefits it is basically the person who is on top. But with our title holders, once they get a girl to join the pageant, they get that commission, and it helps them for anything that they would need. So that itself is very important, because we see it as a lot of ways for our girls to earn money. But that is not their priority. Their main priority is to mentor future delegates coming to the national pageant. I know that our other competitors have used this to actually damage us and make us look bad to our reigning queens. Because, as I mentioned, anything that you say to people, it comes back. It comes back to us. And our reigning queens actually never really find it wrong of what they have to do. And again, it does not make it a scam, because in the contract itself, when they are presented the contract, it is stated there that it is part of this responsibility in their contract to recruit and be a mentor to future delegates. And because they signed the contract, and again, they're given 5 days to review that contract, they've signed it and they've agreed to it. That does not make us a scam. Thank you. And for the people or former title holders or former contestants who usually use this as a complaint about this mentorhood program, are the ones that really don't feel like doing their job as a title holder. So with that saying, that's the reason why they were dethroned or they resigned, because they don't want to do the work. And if you don't do the work, then you don't get rewarded for it. Because again, it's a job. Being a title holder is a job. So that being said, please always listen and always look on the other side of the story. There's two sides to a story. And with that saying, you will learn why things are done in that kind of manner, because there's always a good reason why these things are implemented in our contract. And just to let everybody know, and to the message, I like to send a message to all other pageant directors out there who have been targeting us. It is so completely wrong that you twist things around to make us look bad, especially to our own queens. And we, as an organization, choose to have that policy for our pageant. Now, every organization has different policies and rules and regulations that they implement to their title holders. And for us, we choose this for the sake of being a leader and being a good mentor to our potential future contestants. There's a saying that there's no other way that a girl can actually express what she learned and share that to other girls by not being a mentor. And that's what we believe. The best person to tell the experience and the story and everything that they have learned from us as a pageant organization is the title holders themselves, because they've lived the experience and they can tell that to future potential contestants and to make them feel and look forward to entering our competition. So that is our decision to make that policy be part of our contract for our title holders. So I hope this actually gives a lot of clarity in regards to that situation. I have to address it because it's really important, especially when some particular pageant directors even attack our own title holders and give all these twisted stories and information to our girls. But in the end, our girls are communicating with us. And we explain the importance of this, and they know that it is important to deal with that issue. So again, our girls learn to listen and to hear two sides of the story. And once we say that, and because they know they've experienced our pageant itself, they completely understand why we make the decisions that we have to implement to our contracts. So another thing that I would like to say something, because as you've seen all these pageant directors that are competing with us and choose to bash us, are the ones that has slandered us and twisted the stories to make us look bad on the internet, on message boards, on void.com, and all these other things in the internet. We have kept quiet. We have not said anything against other directors or other pageants, to a point when their former contestants or who has been even a title holder come back to us and apply to our pageant and say all these horrible things that they have experienced in our pageant. And being a director, I would understand that, because maybe they were upset because they did not win, or they were not happy with the result of the competition. Because I know that some of our contestants who are not happy because they did not win would do the same. But we would never say anything negative about any other pageants, because we don't play dirty. And you can ask all this to our former contestants, to our current contestants who competed last year. We never mentioned anything negative about any other pageants and defame them or slander them. We don't play dirty in that kind of way. So if you notice in any other message boards or anything, any forums, message forums, we never would say anything against any other pageants. That's what makes us different from other pageant directors or pageant organizations that choose to play that game. And I'm not only talking about us, but these pageant directors also talks badly about any other pageant that they don't like, especially the ones that have made names for themselves or who's doing a proper job, an excellent job in running their pageant. And this is why I have so much respect for the Miss Universe Canada organization, Miss Canada TM, and other pageants that are behaving in a proper way. You know, I understand there's a competition and it could be really competitive with different pageants, but there's also ethics, proper etiquette, and respect with one another. And it's so sad because the pageant community in Canada is so small that things that are being done by other pageant directors who play dirty is bringing more confusion for other girls who have no experience in pageantry to be scared in entering other pageants, or to be scared of entering a pageant in general. And for me, that is so sad. And that's why I admire the pageant systems in the Philippines, in Latin American countries, even in Asia, and some in Europe, because they actually all the pageants in their countries, they're competitive to one another, but they never talk ill about one another. They never defame or slander their competitors. And it's really sad that this is happening in Canada. And this is why it's making our pageant community even smaller. And we don't get respect from any corporate institutions or any public institutions because of how other pageant directors behave and scrutinize other pageants. So one thing I can guarantee though, MCGP will never speak bad about other pageants and other pageant directors. However, if we are being attacked, we are taking care of that, and we will take care of it because we don't believe in being sabotaged and bashed for the sake of their own gain. I would like to thank you all for watching this video, and thank you very much for taking the time in understanding this video, and I hope that it gives a lot of enlightenment to you all, especially to the people who are new to pageants, and see that, you know what, pageantry is something that I am very passionate about and forever will be passionate because I believe in the advocacy and the cause of pageants, which is women empowerment and personal development. So thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful day.